Yes, people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Yash Talks Football. Um, Transfer news for this one. We know it's mid-October, and usually I do transfer news coming up to or in the windows, but over I think the past couple of weeks there have been reports that are definitely worth talking about, and that is with William Saliba and possible rumours coming out that he could go to Real Madrid at some point. But before we get into it, make sure you are like, sub, and sharing the content around. Dropping a comment in, just doing whatever you got to do to help the channel grow. Now, William Saliba, as we know, he's been here since 2019. He was actually here under Unai Emery. So, although he's only been playing really for his third season now, he's been in the team. He was out of the team for the 3 years prior. Um, I think he went out on loan his first time, and then for God knows what reason, he was deemed not good enough by Arteta to be starting in this team, and we had the likes of Ben White as centre back, Pablo Marie, Rob Holding, and look, it was all a mess. And then finally, in our first title race season, he was actually given a chance. Now he has got 3 years left in his contract, so these rumours about him going to Madrid, they're safer now, but at the end of this season, he'll only have 2 years left in his contract. And usually, how it works in football now is when they get to 2 years, decide whether you want to keep him. Obviously, you want to keep Saliba, of course, he's a quality centre back, or begin to cut ties. It's in Saliba's hands in end of the season. Let's be real, because he can demand high wages, and rightfully so, because he is one of our best players, along with Gabriel Magalhaes in that sort of defensive role. I think he's on 190 a week now. He got his new contract at the end of 2 seasons ago. He's going to demand that money, but at the same time, if we don't win anything and Madrid knock, and we know what that Madrid knock is like, we've heard that so many times, he'll end up going. And what I'm worried about this one is that once he goes, and we still haven't won anything, because let's be real, most people were giving Arteta this year to win something. Me, I was done with him from a while ago. But most people are giving him this season to win a major trophy. And when I say major, I mean Champions League or Premier League, or he has to go. If Saliba goes, this will be just like when Van Persie, Fabregas, Adebayor, Nasri, when they all left. We might even see the likes of Erdegaard, Saka, as much as we hate to say it, and might want to reconsider his options. Gabriel's in there as well. These are all our best players, by the way. And it's looking like that now. And if Saliba goes, that's going to start that sort of domino effect. And where do we go from here? Because look, I think the way it plays out, if we assuming we win a major trophy this season, which let's be real, for me, it's unlikely. Saliba will have the decision in his hands. He will most likely be looking at Real Madrid as an option, assuming they go for him. And if you think about Real Madrid as well, he'll play with Militao. They've got I think Rudiger's there, but he's getting on a little bit. Who else have they got there? I can't remember. I should know. I can't really remember now. But anyway, I'll come back to me. Yeah, they've got the possibility of signing the quality centre back, and if they offer the right money, and Arsenal are looking at it and thinking, look, we don't want to offer them wages again, which like they've done to Aubameyang, like they've done to Mesut Ozil, that's gonna turn Saliba's head, and it's a harsh truth, but it can happen. And the way things are going this season, or the way things can go this season, let me say that it will happen. And I'm not saying as in him moving to Real Madrid, but Madrid pursuing that interest more. And let's not forget, there's been scouts at games. I think there was scouts at Villa Park. Pretty sure there was. I think there was scouts at. There were some at White Hart Lane. I can't really remember, but there was definitely scouts looking at Saliba But we just gotta wait and see. Me personally, I think at some point he will end up at Real Madrid. Whether that's the end of this season or the end of next season, I don't know. But let's hope the club can do what they're meant to do and win trophies and convince him to stay. But yeah, that's all from me. Make sure you like, sub, and sharing the content around, and I'll see you lot in a bit.